You don't need anything fancy to warm up your voice. You just need 10 minutes and a little bit of an understanding of a structure. So that's what I'm here to provide you today. I'm going to provide you just the structure, just the general flow of a great warm-up routine. Now, you don't need musical tracks. You don't need musical theory understanding. You don't even need a YouTube video or Wi-Fi. Hey, I'm Diane with Voice Builders, and let's warm up. It's 9:30 in the morning my time, and I have not warmed up my voice. I'm coming off a little bit of a vocal injury as far as really bad allergies, and so we're gonna get started with a warm-up from me today that you can mirror. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is called vocal fry. Vocal fry is you just moving your muscles enough to create vibration, but you're not exactly pitching yet. So this is an example. Wow, 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 wow. You can tell there's no real pitch there. It's just a bunch of like bumpy sounds. It's like textural. That is vocal fry. A lot of people think vocal fry is unhealthy for you because it doesn't quite sound normal. But here's the truth. This is my hot take. Vocal fry is actually one of the healthiest things you can do for your voice. And this is why. When you vocal fry, you're actually putting together both sides of your throat gently and with the lightest amount of push. That gentle push that's happening in your throat is warming up the vocal folds and it's sending blood into the area so that you're signaling the body that, hey, we're waking up this muscle. Come with me. You're inviting the rest of your body to support your voice. So we just want to do that. Wow, 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 wow. And I really want you to be on guard against putting some pitch into it. So I don't want you to go, wow, 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 yet. We're not doing that quite yet. We're just doing wow, wow, wow. And I also want you to be on guard from going, wow, 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 wow. First of all, you're putting pitch into it. Second of all, you're actually introducing some air. So it's counteracting that good balance movement of no air leak, okay? So we want wow, wow, not wow, 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 wow. We're just going to move that vocal fry up. Wow, 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 wow. The next thing you're going to do is called lip trilling. Lip trilling, a lot of people have a hard time with this one. And one of the reasons you might have a hard time with it is because you might not be supplying your body with enough air to actually make the lips do what you want them to do. So here's an example of a really poor lip fry. You're not getting enough of an airflow to supply the lips with that constant movement. So get a nice big tank down here. And that's actually what you're going to do. You're not even going to pitch at first. You're just going to go. Great. Now start to add some pitch. We're going to start low, okay? Low and slow. Good. And you're just going to do gentle sirens, I call them. They're going up and down, and they're not like lowest note to highest note sirens. They're just little circles. Now start to go from your lowest note to your highest note. Good. You want to go as low as you can to as high as you can, but don't be a judge of your voice. This is a non-judgment zone, okay? So I want you to go as low as you can, as high as you can, but that's going to be different for different days, and it's going to be different for different people. Now we're going to bridge this idea of vocal fry into pitching. So it's going to go, it's going to sound just like a creaky door. I like to call these engine revs. That one's a lot, that one's not very smooth, so let's try it again. And what you don't want is you don't want it to sound like this. Because what that's doing is that pitch all of a sudden disconnects the vocal fry and it leaves you unsupported because you started to sing. Whatever you do when you warm up, don't try to sing. Keep singing out of it. We're just focusing on muscle. Already, my muscles are responding really well to the use of seal up there in those higher notes without having any tension right here. Now we're going to move into whans. So we want to employ what's called seal, which is just putting the two sides of your throat together and trying not to release excess air in like a big old gap. The difference between singing and making it pretty and textural and saucy and just being really good about keeping the air inside your body. So this is seal, this would be separation. This is what the difference between the two sounds like. Notice one doesn't sound more like nasal or like resonance affected than the other. It's literally just about that raw signal being together or apart. Let's seal some whas, low to high. This is going to sound like a baby, and you want it to sound like a real baby, not like a pretty baby who's not really a baby. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, so why do we move from low to high? Because it actually mirrors the way that singing is done. So singers never start a song on a really high note and then move down to a place of low notes. Usually songs are starting in a lower, more comfortable place, and then they reach this zenith in the bridge or the chorus that is a higher note. And so your body knows what singing should sound like. And so we're going to help the body make this connection of warming up to actual singing. Okay, extra credit. If you have a straw, grab it now. I just grabbed my Voice Builder straws, but these are not fancy. You do not need these. You can grab any kind of straw. Really, any size works. If you're brand new to straw work, you could probably try a pretty big straw. So like a boba straw or a milkshake straw. I wouldn't start with like a coffee straw because what you're doing is you're creating resistance on the exiting air. And we want to just kind of keep it easy at first. So I'm going to use just a regular stainless steel, normal sized straw, and I'm just going to hum into the straw from low to high, okay? Again. So if you have a straw, it's great to bring it with you. Keep it in the car, keep it in your bag. If you have a case, that's even better. The more you use a vocal straw when you sing, the better your voice will react to pressure. Straws balance airflow and it gives them a little bit of a massage. And so you want to use a straw as much as possible, especially in the pitch areas or the range of the songs that you're going to be singing soon. So if you're singing later today or you're singing this coming weekend or whatever your next performance is going to be, you want to use the straw in the area of pitches that that song asks for. Side note, I used to not believe in the straw. I used to think that it was a gimmick. And then I realized that like actual speech doctors use straws to help vocal rehabilitation in patients that have had vocal injury. And this is why it creates really good muscle memory for the vocal folds. It not only assists the vocal folds in creating good vibrations that are really balanced, but it also gives them a little bit of a challenge. It gives them this exercise that they don't otherwise get in a natural exit. Don't be like me and wait forever to use the straw. Jump on the straw bandwagon ASAP. After you've used the straw in the vocal range of the song that you're singing, or even just low to high in sirens, then you're going to want to drop the straw and just do some actual body tension release exercises. So what I like to do is take my thumbs and just massage the mandible joint. And then I also like to take my thumbs and my forefingers and actually pull down on my larynx. Then I like to grab my SCM muscles, sternocleidomastoid muscles, on the side of my neck and actually pull them down gently. This is going to release tension and free up the foundation of your voice. Now, are these necessary? Absolutely not. If you just move your voice, get some blood flow into it and get some stretch happening, because as you know, if you're a voice builder, long notes are high notes, short notes are low notes. You don't want your voice to get stuck in a low squat position. You want your voice to be long and lean and flexible. So the more you warm up your voice and actually give it that length and stretch that it needs, the better off your performance will be. So happy warming up. I hope that you enjoyed this warm-up structure. So the structure I gave you was vocal fries into lip trills, into engine revs or whans, sealed whans. Then there was straw work, and then there was body tension release. If you enjoyed that, but you want your mind to be even more free when you warm up and you just want someone to lead you through some musical warm-ups, I absolutely have those for you. They're science-backed. I made them with the neurological and the physical science of the voice in mind. So go ahead and grab those at the link below in the description and enjoy. I hope that you have a great time warming up your voice this week.